Yo, D, what? Come on, what? Come on.
Give me the fortune, keep the fame, said my man Lewis. I agreed, know what he mean, because we live the truest lie. I asked him why we follow the law of the bluest eye. He looked at me, he thought about it, was like I'm clueless. Why? The question was rhetorical, the answer is horrible. Our morals are out of place, I got our lives full of sorrow. And so tomorrow coming later than usual, waiting on someone to pity us, while we finding beauty in the hideous. They say money's the root of all evil, but I can't tell, you know what I mean. Pesos, franc shens, cowrie shells, dollar bills. Or is it the mind state that's ill, creating crime race to fill the new prisons they build? Over money and religion, there's more blood that spills. The wounds of slaves and cotton fields that never heal. What's the deal? A lot of cats who buy records are straight broke, but my language universal. They be reciting my quotes while R&B singers hit bad notes. We rock the boat of thought that my man Lewis statements just provoke. Caught up in conversations of our personal worth, brought up through endangered species status on the planet Earth. Survival tactics means busting gaps to prove you hard. Your firearms are too short to box with God. Without faith, all of that is illusionary. Raise my son, no vindication of manhood necessary.
Not strong,
only aggressive,
not free,
we only licensed.
not compassionate, only polite.
Not who the nicest,
Not good but well behaved.
chasing after death so we could call ourselves brave.
Still living like mental slaves, hiding like thieves in the night from life. Illusions of oasis making you look twice. Hiding like thieves in the night from life. Illusions of oasis making you look twice. I'm sure that everybody out listening agree that everything you see ain't really how it be. A lot of jokers out running in place, chasing the style. Be a lot going on beneath the empty smile. Most cats in my area be loving the hysteria. Synthesized surface conceals the interior. America, land of opportunity, mirages and camouflages more than usually. Speaking loudly, saying nothing, you confusing me, you losing me. Your game is twisted, want me enlisted, and your usury. Foolishly, most men join the ranks cluelessly, but foolishly accept the deception, believe the perception. Reflection rarely seen across the surface of the looking glass. Walking the street, wondering who they be looking past, looking gassed with them imported designer shades on. Stars shine bright, but the light rarely stays on. Same song, just remix, different arrangement. Put you on the yacht, but they won't call it a slave ship. Strangeness, you don't control this, you barely hold this. Screaming brand new when they just sanitize the old shit. Suppose it's just another clever Jedi mind trick that they've been running across stars through all the time. But I find it's distressing, there's never no in between. We either niggas or kings, we either bitches or queens. The deadly ritual seems immersed in the perverse, full of short attention spans, short tempers and short skirts. Long barrel automatics released in short bursts. The length of black life is treated with short worth. Get yours first, them other niggas secondary. That type of illin' that be filling up the cemetery. This life is temporary, but the soul is eternal. Separate the real from the lie. Let me learn you're not sure, I'm only aggressive, cause the power ain't directed. That's why we are subjected to the will of the oppressive, not free. We only license, not lie. We just exciting cause the captives own the masters to what we writing. Not compassionate, only polite. We well trained, our sincerity's rehearsed and staged. It's just a game, not good but well behaved cause the camera survey most of the things that we think, do or say. We chasing after death just to call ourselves brave. With every day next man meet with the grave. I give a damn if any fan recall my legacy. I'm trying to live life in the sight of God's memory like that, y'all. A lot of people don't understand the truth criterion of things. You can't just accept the appearance. I think it's the true essence.
Not strong,
Only aggressive,
not free,
we only licensed.
not compassionate, only polite.
Not who the nicest,
Not good but well behaved.
chasing after death so we could call ourselves brave.
Still living like mental slave.
Hiding like thieves in the night from life. Illusions of oasis making you look twice. Hiding like thieves in the night from life. Illusions of oasis making you look twice. Hiding like thieves in the night from life. Illusions of oasis making you look twice. Hiding like thieves in the night from life. Illusions of oasis making you look twice. Stop hiding, stop hiding, stop hiding your face. Stop hiding, stop hiding, cause ain't no hiding face. Stop hiding, stop hiding, stop hiding your face. Stop hiding, stop hiding, cause ain't no hiding place. Said it 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 ain't no hiding place.
We well trained.
But
Black
stop
Star.
hiding your face. Yeah. Stop
Black Star
hiding.
keep shining.
Stop hiding. Stop hiding your face.
We take the Black Star line, ride on home. We take the Black Star line, ride on home. We take that Black Star line, ride on home. We take that Black Star line, ride on home.
objects are perceived by the senses. The senses are in turn perceived by the mind. The mind, in turn, is a movement that unfolds in consciousness. Consciousness is not perceived by any other structure. It is its own perceiving. The objects perceived by the senses appear to be constantly changing, while the senses which perceive them appear to be stable and unchanging. On close inspection, however, the senses are realized to be constantly changing, while the mind, which perceives these changes, appears to be stable and unchanging. Upon close inspection, however, the mind is seen to be constantly changing. The constantly changing mind can be seen due to the unchanging nature of consciousness. Consciousness is unborn, ever present and unchanging. All changing phenomena arise within unchanging consciousness. The sense of ego-I, which arises within the mind, takes itself to be conscious. The sense of ego-I, a movement of the mind, appears to be aware because it has identified itself with consciousness, within which it arises.
The new moon rode high in the crown of the metropolis, shining like who on top of this? People was tussling, arguing and bustling. Gangsters of Gotham, hardcore hustling. I'm wrestling with words and ideas. My ears is pricked, seeking what will transmit the scribes to the plot, the transcript. Yo, this ain't no time where the usual is suitable. Tonight alive, let's describe the inscrutable, the indisputable. We New York, the narcotics, draped in metal and fiber optics, where mercenaries is paid to trade hot Stockton for profits. Thirsty criminals dig pockets, hard knuckles on the second hands of working class watches. Skyscrapers is colossus, the cost of living is preposterous. Stay alive, you pay or die, no options. No Batman and Robin, can't tell between the cops and the robbers. They both partners, they all heartless, with no conscience. Back streets stay darkened, while unbelieving hearts stay hardened. My ego talent stay sharpened, like city lights stay throbbing. You either make a way or stay sobbing. The shiny apple is bruised but sweet, and if you choose to eat, you could lose your teeth. Many crews retreat, nightly news repeat. Who got shot down to lockdown? Spotlight the savages, NASDAQ's averages. My narrative grows to explain its existence amidst the harbor lights which remain in the distance. There's so much on my mind that I can't recline. Blast the holes in the night till she bless sunshine. Breathe in, inhale vapors from bright stars that shine. Breathe out, we smoke, retrace the skyline. Heard the bass ride out like an ancient maiden call. I can't take it, y'all. I can feel the city breathing, chest heaving against the flesh of the evening. Sigh before it died like the last train leaving.
Breathing in deep city breaths, sitting on shitty steps, we stoop to new lows. Hell froze the night the city slept. The beast crept through concrete jungles. communicating with one another and get a words where waters fall from the hydrants to the gutters. The beats walk the beats, but the beats we be making. You on the wrong side of the track, looking visibly shaking, taking them plungers, plunging to death that's painted by the numbers who crawl under blood pressure. Cats is playing God but having children by a lesser baby mother, but fuck it, we played against each other like puppets, swearing you got pulled when the only pull you got is the wool over your eyes. Getting knowledge in jail like a blessing in disguise. Look in the skies for God, what you see besides the smog is broken dreams flying away in the wings of the obscene. Thoughts that people put in the air, places where you could get murdered over a glare. But everything is fair, it's a paradox we call reality. So keeping it real will make you a casualty of abnormal normality. Killers born naturally like Mickey and Mallory, not knowing the ways will get you capped like an NBA salary. So cats be MCing to illustrate what we be seeing. Hard to be a spiritual being when shit is shaking what you believe in. For trees to grow in Brooklyn, seeds need to be planted. I'm asking if y'all feel me, and the crowd left me stranded. My blood pressure boiled and rose. These New York niggas acting spoiled at shows. To the winners, the spoils go. I take the L, transfer to the 2, head to the gates. New York life type trife, the Roman Empire state.
So much on my mind, I just can't recline. As the holes in the night, till she bless sunshine. Breathe in, inhale vapors from bright stars to shine. Breathe out, green smoke retrace the skyline. Yo, don't the bass ride out like an ancient mating call. I can't take it, y'all. I can feel the city breathing, just even against the flesh of the evening. Sobbing for a die like the last train leaving.
I stood looking at my former hood, felt the spirit in the wind, knew my friend was gone for good. Threw dirt on the casket, the hurt I couldn't mask it, mixing down emotions, struggle I hadn't mastered. I call me a crash, 7 steps to heaven, inhale waiting to exhale and make the bread leaven. Veteran of a Cold War, it's I go for what I know or what's known. So some days I take the bus home, just to touch home. From the crib I spend months gone, sat by the window with a clutch stone, listening to shorties cut long. Young girls with weak minds, but they butt strong. Tried to call or at least speak the Lord, but didn't have a touchstone. It's a dog and dog world, you got a must own. Some of this land I must own, out of the city, they want us gone. Tearing down the jacks, create plush homes. My circumstances between Cabrini and Love Jones. Surrounded by hate, yet I love home. Ask my guy how he got traveling the world sound. Found it hard to imagine he hadn't been past downtown. It's deep, I heard the city breathing to sleep. A reality I touch, but for me it's hard to keep. It's deep, I heard my man breathing to sleep. A reality I touch, but for me it's hard to keep.
So much on my mind, I just can't recline. Blasting holes in the night till she bless sunshine. Breathe in, inhale vapors from bright stars to shine. Breathe out, weed smoke retrace the skyline. Yo, how the bass ride out like an ancient maple ball. I can't take it, y'all. I can feel the city breathing, chest heaving against the flesh of the evening. Kiss the eyes goodbye, I'm on the last train leaving.
This sense of ego-I-ness identifies itself with consciousness because of 3 factors. 1. The movement of the mind within consciousness. 2. The movement of thought within the mind. And 3. Ignorance of consciousness as the underlying ultimate reality. The misperception of the sense of being a separate ego-I ceases upon the realization of the existence of consciousness. During waking and sleeping, the I thought believes in the notion of being a separate self. But during deep sleep, the belief in being a separate self disappears. The I thought and sense of being a separate self is but a modification that arises within the mind. The mind, identified with its own movement of ego-I-ness, imagines an externalized world because of its association with the sensory organs, which, like the mind, are but modifications that arise